3. Apologies, we had a multiple board strike there just at the end of the landing on Crosswind. The beams here. Bye-bye. James on 2 and Hotel Alpha, multiple bird strike at the end of the landing ground, the previous lander. You have to continue. Affirm, James on 2 and Hotel Alpha. James on 2 and Hotel Alpha. 240 degrees, 09er, min 4, max 15, runway 28 left, you're clear to land. Clear to land, 28 left, James on 2 and Hotel Alpha. And that's our rescue 14. Good morning, WestJet 34, ILS 28 left, slowing 160 knots. WestJet 34, there's a report of a multiple bird strike from a previous landing 737 towards the tail end of his rollout after landing. Are you happy to continue? Affirm for WestJet 34. 240 degrees 9, min 4, max 15. WestJet 34. Rescue at 4 position, Sierra 2, hold short to May 28 left. Sierra 2, hold short to 28 left. Just confirm multiple bird strike coming up. Rescue 14, Sierra 2, hold short 28 left. Sierra 2, hold short 28 left. Rescue 14.
Morning everyone. So I was staying quiet there. The last landing,
WestJet 34,
Ryanair.
if you could endeavour to vacate the runway at Sierra 4, apparently it's 2 birds and it's beyond Sierra 4 where the carcass may be.
That last landing Ryanair we just saw taxiing.
I don't know if
there's a bird strike, multiple birds.
3-4.
Sandra, Dean, Caroline, Yin, Graham, morning everyone.
Right turn, contact ground, 1 to left flag way.
So,
right turn, contact ground, 1 to 1, 8,
they're hoping for WestJet to be able to vacate Sierra 4
WestJet
carcasses
4, 2,
on the
3,
runway.
Degrees 8, min 4, max 15, runway 28 left, clear land. Clear to land, 28 left.
It's Posty.
Target A, Shamrock 15 Mike, ILS 28 left, 8.5 DNE, final posting. Thanks, Shamrock 15 Mike. There's some, possibly some carcasses on the runway beyond Sierra 4, and continue approach. The wind is 230 degrees 9 knots, gusting 15. I do have a vehicle ready for inspection after the first lander. Thank you, Shamrock 15 Mike. Rescue at 4 hold position, short of runway 28 left. A landing 737 may have left 2 bird carcasses on the runway between Sierra 4 and 6 as traffic to land, hold short 28 left. Hold short 28 left. Rescue at 4 Sierra 2, enter runway 28 left and focus between Sierra 4 and 6 please. Sierra 2, focus between Sierra 4 and 6, rescue 14.
Jeff and Bernard, morning to you. Happy Monday everyone. After what is a busy weekend streaming for most UK and Irish streamers.
Continue right on Sierra taxiways and contact ground frequency 12 and best like that you. Continue on Sierra over to ground 163.
Morning to you.
Rescue on 4, anything found? Negative on nothing found, sir. Okay, thanks a minute. Rescue on 4, hold short of all runways and contact ground on 121 destination. 121 destination, 140 straight left, rescue on 4 to kick.
So, rescue vehicle not finding anything on the runway.
30 degrees 8, gust 15, runway 28 left, clear land. You, clear left, 28 left.
Maria and Jerry, good morning to you both.
Oh, very good morning, Ryanair 404. And 404 Yankee, continue approach 230 degrees 8, gusting 14.
Jonathan, morning to you. KC Brian, morning. So, Aer Lingus 320 Neo from Heathrow.
Yankee 230 degrees 9, gust 14, runway 28 left, clear land. Just on 198 left, Ryanair 405. 115 back, right turn, contact ground, 121 destination, so speed by. 28 thanks, 115 back, over.
Sandra, hope you feel better soon. And Adrian, off to a meeting. It's Monday, can you tell? What was that? Brian, good morning to you. This Ryanair has come in from Leeds.
Shore 2 Charlie, the wind is from 230 degrees 8, gust 14, runway 28 left, clear land. Clear land, Shore 2 Charlie. Right 404 Yankee, right turn, contact ground, 12 left, right. Right down, I can take on 118, right now.
EI203 next from Manchester. Matt, morning to you. John Walton. Hope you're well.
Hello, South Shamrock 4 Golf Track. Shamrock 4 Golf Track. Winds 230 degrees 8, gust 14, continue. Continue Shamrock 4 Golf Track.
KC, that's what I thought, but I can't see anything.
Diversions of our Charlie, Alice, Temperature 5 Charlie, continue 230 degrees 8, gust 14. Diversions of our Charlie. Shamrock 4 Golf Charlie, 230 degrees 8, gust 14, runway 28 left, clear land. Land 28 left, Shamrock 4 Golf Charlie. Shamrock 2 Charlie, 2 good contact ground, 121.9 point. Ground 121.9, goodbye, Shamrock 2 Charlie, see you there? Stay on. See you there.
Wave and a thumbs up there from the captain. Jerry, welcome to the Spotters Club, Jerry. Ruby's concerned when she joins the stream and she's already liked it. Something's wrong. Ruby has trust issues. She doesn't pre-like streams. Just in case I don't turn up, like. EI401 Aer Lingus from Rome. Sierra 520, stay with me. Sierra 520, Shamrock 4 Golf Charlie. Tom in Spain and El Rey, welcome.
Gust 14, runway 28 left, clear land. Clear to land, clear land, Shamrock 5 Charlie.
Barry Price, morning to you.
Charlie, next land is an ATO, so if you don't mind, expedite till you pass the airport, otherwise, no time to come off there. Okay, we'll do Shamrock 4 Golf Charlie.
Little bit of power added there so they can beat the ATR to Sierra 4. Ruby, a little sniffly, but like I said last week, it was going through the house, so. Carca, morning. Philip says, the difference in weather today compared to Friday. Tell me about it.
4 Golf Charlie, continue taxi to Whiskey 1 and hold short of runway 34. Whiskey 1, hold short 34.
With the exception of a bit of rain tomorrow, it looks like we're going to have quite a pleasant week, at least a dry week anyway.
Charlie 4 Golf Charlie, thanks for the taxi there. Contact ground on 12 on destination, yeah. Problem 218, thanks for that. Charlie 4 Golf Charlie.
ATR from Edinburgh. Hang on a minute, I have to find where that is. Oh, I see it. I see it.
Service 4. Answers control. Johnstone 5 on Charlie, right turn, contact ground, 12 destination, bye. Right turn, contact ground, 12 destination, Johnstone 5 on Charlie. Number 603, 220 degrees down, runway 28 left.
Legging it. Little pheasant. Jerry says, finally found out how to join. Congrats, Jerry, and welcome. Tom says, a bit calmer than Friday and Saturday, definitely. Dub pheasant. It's been about a year since we've seen it. There was a stream about a year ago where the pheasant was out on the road here trying to get airside for the entirety of the stream. EI 603 from Amsterdam. I'd say after the weekend all these crews have had, they are loving the weather today.
Runway 28 left and proceed to Sierra 7 and expedite please. There'll be one more to land before a more relaxed run is available. Sierra 2 on 2 left, take Sierra 7 and expedite. Keep it off. Shower 603, your right turn, contact ground, 12 destination. Bye. I turn 12 destination, 3. Thank you. Want to land and the short runway 2. Lufthansa 6, Yankee Victor, William X, Sierra 5. Affirmative. Rescue on 4, enter runway.
Give me 2 seconds.
Right, and,
Apologies, that was a phone call from home. Philip, Friday 17th is a potential, alright. It's a Friday and I'm off, so when I am off on Fridays, if I can, I stream. Eurowings from Stuttgart next.
Good morning, Emirates 1247 miles per wind. 124 morning, continue, the wind is 240 degrees 8, gust 14. Copy, Emirates 12.
Gear down for the 330. Eurowings landing. That was my darling wife, who has come home from work early, unwell unfortunately. So, like I said, it is moving through the house.
Eurowings 2774, right turn, contact ground, 1 to an estimate. Turning right and ground 1 to 1 estimate, Eurowings 2774. 124, heading 230 degrees 7, 14, and moving to a metric land.
So, EI124 from Chicago, A330. I'd be doing the same. Especially since it wouldn't even be his, because he's bringing it down to the workshop. John, it's that little plague bringer, bringing it home from school.
16 Bravo X-ray, continue the approach. The wind is from 220 degrees 9, gust 14.
He's too cool to wear a jacket to school no matter what the weather, and then goes in there and I presume licks every door handle in the building, and then comes home and gives it to us all.
I'm going to 4 heavy right on contact ground. And so, 6-1 Bravo I'll make sure that's
Airport fire service doing their HGV training in the circuit here. Philip, is that departure or arrival? Oh, I've just looked down, so departing. Okay. Obviously, departures were completely dependent on weather for using the roof of the van, so I can make no promises.
Thanks, Ross, 73 Yankee uniform, continue, the wind is from 240 degrees 7, customer 3.
ATR from Birmingham next. Yeah, no, Brian, even for the weather on Friday, he wouldn't wear a jacket. The school have this weird rule that you can only wear the school jacket. And they're just navy regatta jackets, waterproof. But they all hate them, so they don't wear them. So the children of Dunshaughlin are permanently ill because they're just walking to school in jumpers all year. I know that's not how you get sick, but you know what I mean. Have to blame someone. It's going to be him. ATR landing on battery. There you go, engines on, just to slow down. Sierra Tree. Freddie, good morning to you. Seat 7F, the other side of the aircraft. We'll see, we'll see. We could make an exception for one day and try use the parking area on the far side. We'll see, depending on how busy the road is. Again, fully weather dependent as well. The only problem you have there though is if we're facing that direction, the rotate point at that time of the morning is going to be like that. So I don't know whether we'd even see the torch, but doesn't mean we can't cover it from the other side. We'll see. Matt and Ruby both agreeing and taking Will's side of the argument in that, yeah, you don't wear the jacket. Really? There's a tree for to be had there, look. Oh, just about. If you're wondering where the third one is, it's there.
Tesla now, Mike Lock, continue to approach the wind is 240 degrees at 8 knots.
That looked like it was cutting in nearly, didn't it? Oh, another tree for. We can do it.
Brian 70 Yankee uniform right turn, contact ground 128 bye. Right turn 118. There's no short runway, sir. Understood, thank you.
Papa Kilo, good morning to you. Calm after the storm indeed. Manchester, very few go around Saturday despite the weather. Saw one on stream. Morning, Matthew. I think there was only a handful here on Saturday as well. Friday was... It's yeah. I'd love to know what the tally was for the whole day on Friday, because obviously there was lots of go-arounds before we got started. I was listening to it in work, itching to leave to come out and play, because runway 16 was in use, so they were going basically right over the office, teasing me.
Mike, vacate Sierra 4 onto Sierra after vacating, contact ground 121 decibel bye. Sierra 4, Sierra ground 118, Gemstone 91, Mike, have a good day.
Very nose down.
Order 2 November, uniform 230 degrees 6, gust 12, runway 28 left, clear land. Runway 28 left, clear to land, order 211 uniform.
UA 980, that is, a Dreamliner from Chicago. Meanwhile, ATR exits Sierra 4. Jilly, morning to you.
United 98028 left. United 980, good morning, continue 230 degrees 7, gust 12. Continue United 980.
Norwegian next from Oslo. Little bit of a crosswind element today, but winds are only gusting max about 12-13 knots.
2 November uniform, turn right onto the Sierras and contact ground.
Paul Usher, morning to you.
Right down Sierra, 128, November 2 November. Yeah, United 980 heavy to wind 240 degrees 8 knots, runway 28 left to attack. 28 left, curtain wind, 980.
Karen has seen better days. Watch the wing droop. Blocked by Norwegian. Paul, easy one to remember. I'm Paul too.
980 right turn, contact ground.
Matthew, yeah, landing 28 left, departing 28 right. I seen a post on X over the weekend by one of the pilots I follow. So basically, during flight, if you were to tie a piece of string from that wingtip to that wingtip, the string would perfectly be in a straight line, not touching the top of the aircraft. That's how much the wings flex. Now you can almost see it there nearly, but when they flex, full flex in flight, if you were to have a piece of string there and there, it would be perfectly straight over the top of the aircraft, not touching the top. Class. Matthew, they were renamed when the north runway opened. This is the Sierra now, obviously south runway. And then on the north side we have November taxiways for north side.
So 38 Delta with you fully established, 5.5 miles. Castle 38 Delta 220 degrees 9 knots, runway 28 left to land. Thanks for land 28 left, 38 Delta.
ATR next in from Manchester. How long is a piece of string? Wingtip to wingtip, what's the width, I wonder? Sure someone knows. Scary morning to you. John Walton, put a 787 in my house next time I decorate. Hey, have a chat with Spirit. They've about, what, 160 aircraft going spare. Convert one into an Airbnb. Announced over the weekend, it looks like they're going to park up another 114 of their aircraft. That's to match the 40 they've already had parked for 2 years. Now, part of that is to do with engine issues with the Pratt & Whitney engines on some of their Neos. And obviously part of it is to do with the restructuring. 2 for ATRs. There you go. KC says about 60 metres. George, morning to you. I didn't even see that. George says I got a mention on the in the mail on Sunday. Nice.
230 degrees 7 up.
I know Virgin Media News used some of the footage on Saturday evening for their news. The Turkish Airlines in particular. SE, congrats on 16 months. Give me 1 second. Let's push things out a little bit today because it's clear. No. Oh yeah, my fault. Focused on the sky in the middle. Buy a field of some Spirit planes and have a glamping site with aircraft. I concur.
Contact ground 121 after vacating by ground 118 CR4 Chepstow 38 Dublin. James 133 X Yankee 230 degrees 8 gust 13 runway 28 left clear land. From runway 28 left clear land. 28 left clear land.
Yeah. Hopefully I don't disconnect that. If I do, I'll come back. Where are you? Yeah, directly there. The blueness is absolutely killing us. I get it as it comes around this side. Paul Usher, welcome to the Spotters Club. Stands in queue to get the now famous no. No. Happy doing what I'm doing, staying the way I am. I've said this before, I prefer it when the chat is normal, if you get me. There's just too much going on when there's that many people watching. I don't know how others handle it.
353 ILS 28 left. Dubjet 353 continues approach 220 degrees 10 gust 15. Airport Dubjet 353.
ATR down. Not blind everyone with the sun. Jilly, would you believe I actually looked that up recently myself? And I was, because there's a hotel in Amsterdam, the Corendon Hotel, where there's an actual 737 in your room. There's another place just outside London. It's a Airbnb glamping thing as well, and you're basically staying in I think it's a big enough yoke though. It's I can't even remember the model, but it's converted on the inside, has a bed, has a kitchen, the whole lot, and the flight deck. Yeah, 800 quid a night. Audrey, congrats on 24 months. Audrey, to get your milestone up on screen, press the little symbol on the bottom right, and you'll see membership milestone, and you can bring it up on the screen should you wish. JetBlue from Boston, 321 Neo. And that room is class as well because it has a balcony that you can see the airport from. No. There you go, Audrey. Congrats on 24 months. A380 beside the name. Trucker John, good morning to you.
Right here, 121.1. KLM 1137 to wind 240 degrees 10, gust 26, runway 0. Good morning, we're traffic going left 160. Right,
John says the one in the lakes is an Etihad 320. That's the one I think that I saw. Has a mad furry setup on the inside. It's a bit, I don't know. But yeah, gold toilet. KLM 737 from Amsterdam. Butt end of a 321.
Right turn, contact ground.
Philip says when I hit 12 months can I have a Malta Air winglet beside my name? Don't be giving Adrian ideas. Thankfully he's in a meeting. Little stumpy one. Air Transat from Toronto 321 has diverted to Iceland and now due here at 2:15. We should manage to get it, so Brian, if we're aiming for our Faraway and Malaga, see how the day goes. I may end up having to leave that little bit earlier with herself at home. BA Embraer from London City 757 in the background. KC saying the Western Dubjet stream is on in the restaurant out there. It was actually on the day I was there too. It was so weird. So I gave them their own version of it that they're using up in the restaurant during the day. Jer Clark, good morning to you. Jilly, I'll happily tell Ado when he comes out of the meeting. Jilly, just saying, you can't tell a man if you can't post. Make of that what you will. We need a new command, Winglet Wonder. No thanks. Jumbo stay, a hotel near Stockholm. Features a decommissioned 747. Nice. The Corendon actually has a 747 in their car park as well. They have a viewing terrace on the top of the hotel and a room you can stay in that has the nose of a 737 in it. So other hotels, of course, are available. No connection whatsoever. UA 757 from EWR. Sarah Jane, Emma, welcome. Where am I? I don't know, but morning to you too. SAS from Stockholm.
Delta 154 heavy, continue approach 230 degrees 9 knots. Good morning, Delta 154. Delta 154, good morning, continue approach 230 degrees 9 knots. Continue approach, Delta 154. Scandinavian 31 Bravo, right turn contact.
10:48 in the morning, and Sandra's firing shots.
118, get on that, bye. Delta 154 heavy, the wind is 230 degrees at 10, runway 28 left to land.
Mike Wild, good morning to you. Richard Taylor, how do?
Delta 154.
Delta 767 next in from Boston. Yvonne, good to see you.
Good morning, United 228. We're
Len, morning to you.
United 228, continue the approach. The wind is from 230 degrees 8, gust 14.
Another 757 after this 76. Big giant winglets.
Delta 154, right turn, Sierra 5, and right again on Sierra, contact ground 12 decimal 8 plane. Sierra 5, Sierra 121 decimal 1, bye-bye, Delta 154. 121 decimal 8, sorry man, 121 decimal 8, Delta 154.
Ernie, good morning to you.
United 228, the wind is from 240 degrees 7, right, system 14, runway 28 left to land. 28 left, cleared to land, United 228.
Who said that? Philip? Imagine those winglets in multicolours.
Whereabouts are you now? Around the red car roundabout area, Cross Point. So I'll be there on 7045, 36, what's your left? Alright, 704 Alpha, continue approach the windows from 250 degrees 8 gust 15.
Gillia Green would be gorgeous. Huh? Pam, good morning to you.
Mike, coordinations, Palmerstown roundabout. Are you at Palmerstown roundabout? Palmerstown roundabout, we're just approaching now, aircraft, Mike. We're just inside the Palmerstown roundabout now, aircraft, Mike. Okay, you're going to have to follow the clearances very strictly for the survey detail. You're going to Juliet Alpha, Mike. Control zone entry is approved, not above 2,000 feet, Dublin QNH 1021.
United from IAD Washington.
And west of the coastline. We'll remain south of the M50, 1021 on the QNH, and we'll remain south of the M50 and west of the coastline. Copy, Echo Alpha Mike. From maximum altitude 2,000 feet. 2,000 feet, copy, Echo Alpha Mike.
Pam says a bit calmer this morning. Thankfully, yes. I need to clip Philip's wings.
Conditions remain west of the approach to runway 34 Dublin. We'll remain west of approach for runway 34 Dublin. We're going to get to the 4 hours and then we from 6.15 on the QNH.
Alan, thank you very much. Alan, after gifting 5 memberships to you all. Alan, much appreciated.
Victor 422, hello, continue approach 240 degrees at 6 gusting 15, maintain your present speed as long as you can, please. Continue approach, roll maintain 180 until max 716 until 4, target 422. Okay. And Valjet 422, confirm you're on the localizer for runway 28 left. We're on the localizer, just now getting established on the glide slope. Okay.
Ryanair from Gatwick in the background. Going to be a survey aircraft making its way this direction from what I could hear on ATC. We'll keep an eye out for that. EI Jam is overhead. Where's EI Jam? Can't find EI Jam. It's gone. Oh, I'm annoyed with myself for that one. Citation inbound from Gloucestershire. I'm afraid to look down at the chat after that one. I'm sorry. Dreamweaver, good morning to you. Hope you're well. Lynn Mack, morning from Scotland, East Coast. I'm enjoying first time watching the stream. Lynn, thank you very much.
Correction, Papa Julius Zulu 037, the wind is from 240 degrees 8, gust 15, runway 28 left, clear to land. 28 left, clear to land. Victor Victor 422, contact ground, 127 left, right turn. 228, cover, good, 422. Section 5610, 5 miles, island, left, 1. Approach number 240 degrees 8, gust 15. Continue section 561.
Another citation, this one from Glasgow. Froggy. 2 for froggies.
Indicates Sierra 4, perhaps it's citizen. Sierra 4, follow the other aircraft onto Sierra, taxi with any kind.
Freddie, chat soon.
And Papa Julius Zulu 037, expedite to vacate. Now there's traffic short lines behind, contact ground, 1 to investigate by now. Expediting, situation. Fraction 561 kilo, the wind 230 degrees 8, min 3, max 15, runway 28 left, you're clear to land.
And
28 left, clear to land, fraction 561 kilo.
another citation.
Ryanair 47 Charlie Echo. Right, 47 Charlie Echo, continue the approach to wind 230 degrees 8, gust 15. That's any Ryanair 47 Charlie Echo.
Retro on the way back from Naples. UPS 747 over South Dublin. I have a lot of cloud that direction. Come back to me. Not it.
I'm Tower from Mike Windy to Mike. We have the city centre sites covered now. Are we clear to proceed to points 4 and 5 on the map?
Your clearance is as it was, sir. I'm going to do my hand over this side. South of the M50, west of it, approach runway 34, max 2000, and we'll come back to you in 2 minutes.
Copy. So we'll continue with point 4 and update again when we're ready for point 5. Approach to runway 34, copy. Mike.
Okay, we're going to grab classification, because we need to use points, we'll use points. But at the moment, south of the M50, west of the approach runway 34, max 2000.
Please, across Mike.
Ryanair 47 Charlie Echo, the wind is from 240 degrees 6, gust 15, runway 28 left, cleared land. Cleared land to Ian left, Ryanair 47 Charlie Echo.
That's 747 nearly at Mullingar already. That's why I wasn't able to see it. Ryanair from Kerry.
Section 561 kilo, we switch count.
Section 561 kilo, ground on 121.8.
On Tower Low, Ryanair 906, Ryanair Echo, finals runway 28 left.
And 99 Echo, position number 1 with 240 degrees 8 knots, maximum 5.
Continue Ryanair 906, Ryanair Echo.
Ryanair 47 Charlie Echo, Sierra 5, right turn Sierra.
Sierra 5 here, Ryanair 47 Charlie Echo.
Yvonne says, not been able to catch me live for a while. This happens, Yvonne. Life gets in the way.
And then 99 Echo, 240 degrees 7 knots, maximum 5 on the swing left.
Cleared left, Ryanair 906, Ryanair Echo.
Ryanair 47 Charlie Echo, number 9, 121.8.
122 Ryanair 47 Charlie Echo.
I'll take it.
Sherman 960, continue number 2, wind is 240 degrees 8 knots, maximum 5. Continue Sherman 960.
Ryanair from Amsterdam, an A330 and a Dreamliner.
And we'd like to proceed to point 5 when cleared. Thanks.
Julie Top and Mike, stand by for that. Can you over test the M50 at the moment your present position?
Little bird lasering me behind me. EI jam over Finglas. Yeah, next one.
And next is Echo Sierra 5, right turn Sierra.
Sierra 5 right, Sierra Ryanair 906 Ryanair Echo.
EI jam. Survey flight.
Sherman 960 with 240 degrees 10, runway 28 left, clear land. Clear left. Ryanair 99 Echo, number 9, 121.8.
Stand up with 1.8, Ryanair 906 Ryanair Echo, approach.
Taxi direction 1, number 2, 240 degrees 10.
Aer Lingus A330 from San Francisco. Yin, congratulations on 11 months. Yin Iguana Condor, previously Yin Cate, I presume.
We don't need an orbit over the site, it's just a flyby and then a turn to flight.
And just confirm, will you be staying south of St. Anne's Park?
No, we'll be flying over St. Anne's Park, but parallel to the R139 road and then...
Chile, not snitching, but just telling Adrian where to look.
Too close to be approaching. You won't be able to get that for the moment.
I don't know.
Okay, we'd like to exit at Palmerston, proceed west, Echo Alpha Mike.
Go off the Mike Roger, turn right to Palmerston roundabout, that's the clearance limit.
Down, Echo Alpha Mike. And Tower, Echo Alpha Mike, we'd like to exit the zone at Bray if possible. Proceed south from there, Echo Alpha Mike.
760, Sierra 5, right turn Sierra. Sierra 5, right on Sierra, Sierra 9 Sierra. Echo to Juliet Alpha Mike, confirm you want to exit via Bray?
If Bray if possible, Echo Alpha Mike.
Echo Alpha Mike, southbound towards Bray, cruise nominal 2,200 of 1021.
South towards Bray, not above 2000 and 1021, copy Echo Alpha Mike.
Echo Alpha Mike, stay clear of the Romeo 15 before close to Bray.
Approach to Bray and remain there, Romeo 15, Echo Alpha Mike.
American 208, wind 23, there is 9 and off from the 2 exactly, go on.
Runway 2 left to land.
So, American 208,
low down to zone 378, going 7.5 miles island there.
So 37 Echo, continue number 2 with 23 degrees 9 and off.
AA Dreamliner from Chicago.
Section American 208, vacate right Sierra 5, right turn Sierra.
Right turn Sierra 5, right turn Sierra, American 208.
There's a big Echo with 25 degrees 7 off, maximum 4 over 2 exactly, last.
Clear left, good left.
Ginny, just in relation to that question, that's a no. I deployed the Malta winglet power on Sunday. Nothing like a bit of self-inflicted torture. It was a reward for you, Adrian, because you were doing your best on the second one to avoid the winglet, but it creeped in on you.
Echo, vacate Sierra 4, right turn Sierra, the American is giving way to you.
Sierra 4, Sierra, American, give way, thanks, Jefferson, 37 Echo.
Yeah, Brian, like, you could see there the captain in that circumstance, when they turned, was looking at me and I waved again. But I think nose on, they might find it very hard. I can't see them from here, so I wonder, is it, it's hardly the same for them. Paul's warming to the winglets. No, he's not. I just know they won't be there for much longer. Katie, good morning to you.
Sending 60 kilo, continue the approach to number 2. Jefferson 37 Echo, contact ground 121.8, bye-bye.
121, Jefferson 37 Echo, bye.
Katie, that's an AA from Chicago, 787. They're moving again now. I believe they stopped to give way to the ATR, rolling again.
Right, 7 uniform, whiskey to right, Sierra, hold short, Sierra 4. Hold short, Sierra 4, right. R69 X-ray, continue approach for runway 28 left. Short will be coming number 1, set with wind 230 degrees 7 knots, max 13.
Continue to recommend.
SAS from Oslo. Behind that, Aer Lingus Dusseldorf and a 330 from Denver.
Alright, 7 uniform whiskey, continue taxi via Sierra, contact ground on 121 decimal 8. 121 decimal 8, 870. Scandinavian 60 kilo, vacate Sierra 5, right Sierra.
Sierra 5, right Sierra, 60 kilo.
Mazam, welcome back. Stephen says EI3264 returning to Dublin possibly.
Scandinavian 60 kilo, taxi right Sierra, hold short of Sierra 4.
Irving, welcome and good morning.
Short Sierra 4, get a look over. Hey, Mark, for Ryan. Down 69, I think. 3037, that's all making straight left, clear the one. Hit left, straight left, correct, landing.
Good morning, 7920, X-ray is reaching in 5 miles.
Trump 9 Charlie, X-ray, good morning, continue approach for runway 28 left, short will be coming number 1. Surface wind 230 degrees 7.
320 Neil from Dusseldorf.
Scandinavian 60 kilo, taxi via Sierra, contact ground 121 decimal eight. Bye-bye.
Lack of
Via Sierra, 118, bye-bye.
engine noise. Just idle reverse.
69 X-ray, vacate Sierra 5, right Sierra.
Sierra 5, Sierra, Shimmer 69.
Traffic 69 X-ray, when vacated, contact ground 121 decimal eight. Goodbye. 128.
Returning ATR 3 out, thank you.
Channel 9 Charlie, X-ray, surface wind 230 degrees 7 knots, runway 28 left, clear the land. Delta 64, Bravo, good morning, approach for runway 28 left, number 2, 230 degrees 7.
A 330 from Denver. And it's Queen.
Charlie X-ray, vacate Sierra 5, continue right Sierra.
So
Channel 9 Charlie.
returning ATR next to land.
Continue right Sierra, but hold short of Sierra 4.
Have heard nothing. So we'll listen in and we'll hear what they're saying. Sometimes if it's maintenance or if it's a tech issue, they'll come back to Dublin where there's a base if they can. That's EIDAA, oldest 330 in the fleet. With the name Kiva. returning plane only took off a few minutes ago. We did see an ATR returning the other day, same as this,
Now continue to Sierra 3, 79 Charlie X-ray.
straight after departure, and that was an ATR had a bird strike. But I'm not hearing that on this one just yet. Both engines running anyway. Heat haze from the 330 stopped on the taxiway now. They're going to give way at Sierra 3 apparently.
Shop 9 Charlie X-ray, continue left to Whiskey 2, hold short runway 34.
No, they can go on because they've gotten past it.
Shop 9 Charlie X-ray, contact ground on 121 destination. Just on 64 Bravo, locate Sierra 4, right.
Okay, Sierra 4, right Sierra, just on 64 Bravo.
So no squawk, nothing on the radio, no emergency vehicles. I imagine it's a minor tech issue that they can get sorted here in Dublin where the base is, as opposed to not having that facility in Birmingham.
Down on 64 Bravo, turn right Sierra, contact ground on 121 destination.
Right Sierra 121 destination, just on 64 Bravo, thanks.
Shamrock 52 X-ray, sit with wind 230 degrees 9 knots, runway 28 left, clear the land. Land runway 28 left from bike direction.
Poor American, still waiting for a gate. Helen and Patricia's 321 Neo next, EILRD. That was what brought them back from Bradley. EI521 from Charles de Gaulle Airport, Paris. Colonel says was on DAA back from Seattle in 2023. Nice. Was it FNH? I think was FNH for me going to Malaga last year.
X-ray, vacate Sierra 5, continue right Sierra. Right Sierra 5 and right Sierra, Shamrock 5 to right. Shamrock 5 to X-ray, remain at this frequency, taxi Sierra, the whole short of Sierra 3. After that, remain the frequency, taxi Sierra, whole short of Sierra 3, Shamrock 5 to X-ray. Down on 1 Delta, 24037 knots, max 14, runway 28 left, clear. Good day, sir, there, 1 Delta. Logan 25 Juliet Delta, good morning, continue taxi, question, continue approach for runway 28 left to number 2, service wind 240 degrees 6 knots, max 14.
Continue right 28 left, leg at 252, Delta.
2,500 feet, continue taxi. Yep.
Contact ground on 121
ATR from Southampton, and then Logan Air Tartan Terror from Aberdeen. All the way out there, continuing their taxi. George, yep, both engines running.
Delta 1 Delta, vacate Sierra 4 right here.
Vacate Sierra 4 right here, that's 1 up.
Delta 1 Delta to right here.
Right Sierra 118, Delta 1 Delta 3.
Logan 25 Juliet Delta, service wind 230 degrees 6 knots, maximum 4, runway 28 left, clear land.
Runway 28 left, clear land, leg at 25 Juliet Delta.
So Logan Air from Aberdeen next to land.
Shamrock 1 Lima Kilo, good morning, continue approach for runway 28 left, number 2, runway 230 degrees 6 knots, maximum 4.
Yeah, continue approach, runway 28 left, number 2, Shamrock 1 Lima Kilo.
May, good morning to you. Paul, morning as well.
Oscillations on tower frequency 118.6, QNH now 1022.
Some difference. The QNH 1022 on Friday evening, it was what, 983 I believe, 987. So nicknamed the Tartan Terror by Vlogging Everything Dean, just because he's terrified of them. He says ATR stands for always trousers ruined. Don't know how he knows that. Too much info, really.
Juliet Delta, vacate Sierra 4 right here.
Vacate Sierra 4, looking at 25 Juliet.
Logan 25 Juliet Delta, continue right onto taxiway Sierra, contact ground 121 decimal nice. Bye bye.
Take a moment, everyone.
Right on Sierra, contact ground 121 decimal.
Wish May her happy 57th wedding anniversary yesterday. It was mentioned on Adrian's stream. Married 57 years. Congrats, May, and to himself as well. Fair play to you for putting up with him for that long.
Continue approach runway 28 left, short of becoming number 1. Surface wind 220 degrees 9 knots, maximum 4.
One of the XLRs now, EIXLT, coming in from Heathrow. May saying she'd already be released from prison twice at this stage and remarried twice.
Sierra 5, continue right here.
Sierra 5, right here, Shamrock 1 kilo.
Shamrock 1 kilo, turn right on Sierra, hold short of Sierra 4.
Right here, hold up Sierra 4, Shamrock 1 kilo.
Shamrock 6,000 pounds, between 220 degrees 10 knots, runway 28 left, clear left.
Clear left, clear left, 6 left.
Good morning, good morning. Sharp, number 1, between 220 degrees 10 knots.
Aer Lingus from Brussels. Another quick shout out, if I would, to Lauren. I know I missed your birthday on the day, Lauren, but you're probably going to be watching on catch up later. So, hope you had a good birthday.
Shamrock 1 kilo, continue taxi Sierra, contact ground 121.8. Morning.
Sierra 118, Shamrock 1 kilo. Morning.
John Walton says he's done 4 armed robberies in that time and is still out, so she should have just made the decision.
143 Yankee Golf, between 220 degrees 10 knots, runway 28 left, clear left. Good left, good left. Shamrock 6 on the Tango, hold short, Sierra 4, remain.
Hold short, Sierra 4.
Ryanair from Nantes. Most importantly, May, did he let you watch planes on the big telly?
Shamrock 6,000 Papa, taxi Sierra, contact ground 121.8. Bye-bye.
Sierra 118,
Brian, she's at home sick. If she's watching, the locks are probably already getting changed, so yeah, more time at the airport. I'm joking.
Runway 6 Julia Charlie, between 220 degrees 9 knots, maximum 5, 28 left, clear left.
Ryanair from Madrid.
Runway 43 Yankee Golf, taxi Sierra. Sierra, contact ground 121.8. Bye. 121.8.
I think I drove by a mattress in the ditch on the way up here, so I'll just throw that in the back of the van, I'll be fine. 24-hour live stream. I like how you played that, Meg. He didn't have a choice, he forgot. As you recall yesterday's messages that two people may have forgotten.
Continue approach for runway 28 left, just becoming number 1, subsequent 220 degrees 10.
Ryanair from Lanzarote. Probably wouldn't catch as many colds. Yeah. I reckon the rash from the mattress might be an issue though.
Runway 62 Charlie, taxi Sierra, contact ground 121.8. Goodbye. Sierra 128.
Philip, good morning to you.
Charlie on Sierra, right left. Runway 62 Charlie, contact ground 121.8.
Scary saying we're tight on the waves.
03, good morning, continue approach runway 28 left to number 2.
I was here Friday, Jerry was here Tuesday, Adrian was here yesterday, I'm here today. Sure they get a pain waving at the same time. Even though it's now part of the EIDW landing checklist. Wave to the streamer.
220 degrees 9 or knots, max 15, runway 28 left, clear to land. Clear to land, clear to left, runner 9, clear to left, go.
OMG, congrats on 8 months. Ryanair from Manchester now. I did reprogram the weather widget scrolling across the top of the screen to be able to display gust information now as well. That was the problem. So because the METAR on Friday evening contained gust info, it was causing a problem not showing wind speed. Should be fixed today, hopefully.
November 449 Charlie, hello again. Not about 2,000
Philip,
feet.
chat soon, and thank you for being here.
Passing Bray and route to Bray and then to Ballymun, remain south on the M50 at all times. That's your clearance limit, runway 28 to the Channel 503, subsequent 230 degrees 10 knots, runway 28 left, clear left. Clear left, straight left. Bar on 9 to the south, taxi Sierra, hold short of Sierra. Taxi Sierra, Scandinavian 32 Foxtrot, good morning, continue
Graham,
approach runway 28 left.
how do?
Just becoming number 1, sit between 230 degrees 10 knots.
LX1, welcome back. Long time no see. EI503, 320 Neo from Bordeaux. Sorry, truck throwing stones at me in the van.
Taxi Sierra, contact ground 121.8. Bye-bye. Sierra,
ERB, morning to you.
Sean 503, vacate Sierra 5, right Sierra. Sierra 5, right Sierra, Sierra 503. Sierra 503, taxi Sierra, contact ground 121.8. Bye-bye. Sierra 21.8, Sierra 503, bye-bye. Scandinavian 32 Foxtrot, between 220 degrees 9 and knots, maximum 5. Runway 28 left, clear the land. Clear land, 28 left.
SAS from Copenhagen.
Scandinavian 32 Foxtrot, vacate Sierra 5, right Sierra. Sierra 5 and right Sierra.
Jay, welcome back.
Scandinavian 32 Foxtrot, right Sierra, hold short of Sierra 4. Sierra, hold short Sierra 4.
Nearly 300 likes. Thank you very much, everyone. Much appreciated. I didn't talk about it on Friday because obviously it was quite wild, so I wasn't doing much talking anyway. But the issue we discussed on Wednesday's stream has been resolved, thankfully. Managed to make contact with a parent and issue is sorted. So thank you all for your messages in relation to that.
Scandinavian 32 Foxtrot, taxi Sierra, contact ground 121.8. Sierra 121.8. 400 Bravo, vacate Sierra 5, right Sierra. Get Sierra 5, right Sierra, and 400 Bravo.
Emirates 15 minutes for the 777, Qatar an hour and a half. OMG, they are back. TUI Nordic overhead. Let me see. I've become the meme. I don't think that's it, is it? Hardly, that's too far away for overhead. Tis.
November 449 Charlie Roger, hold the Ballymun remains set to 50, about 2 minutes away. Hold Ballymun remaining set to 50, 49 Charlie.
Ryanair from Birmingham. Helitractor in the hold.
Runway 400 Bravo, taxi Sierra, contact ground 121 decimal. Bye bye. Taxi Sierra, ground 118, Runway 400 Bravo, bye bye. Runway 5358, vacate Sierra 5, right. Sierra 500, Sierra, Runway 5358, continue right Sierra, hold short of Sierra 4. On Sierra, hold short Sierra 4 on 5358. John 5 kilo echo 6.240 to 5 left, box 1 3, 1 8 2 8 left. Check down to that for 1 5 2. And 8 2 2 4 left, 2 8 left, 6 7 1.
We're blowing the CGI budget again here. Aer Lingus from Madrid.
November 449 Charlie, cross runway 28 left and runway 28 right to Doha. Report on short finals for Doha. Thank you, clear cross 28 left and 28 right, all the way to Doha. Report short final for Charlie. Sierra 121 decimal 8, Ryanair 5358. Channel 5 kilo echo, vacate Sierra 5, right Sierra. Sierra 5, right turn Sierra, Channel 5 kilo echo. Channel 5 kilo echo, turn right Sierra, contact ground 121 decimal. Right turn Sierra 121 decimal 8, Channel 5 kilo echo, thank you. Channel 449 on Channel 449.
Gilly says the Montreal Air Transat that diverted earlier is now on the way. Haven't done a sock check yet today, have we?
For David, 777 full established on last 5.5.
So you can see it's jumping between a headwind and a crosswind, but it's light. It's not as
Continue approach for runway 28 left short, becoming number 1.
definitely not as strong as we've seen recently. British Airways from Heathrow now landed. 320.
David 834, turn right onto Sierra, contact ground on 121 decimal. Right up there on the ground 121 decimal, David 834. This is Jeremy 767, 240, not maximum 2, we'll make sure that's good enough. Good luck, yesterday. Tower, this is waiting at 986, 7 Calling 9 X-ray Julius, continue approach for runway 28 left to number 2, Citizens wind 240 degrees 5 knots, max 12. Continue approach, waiting 9 X-ray Julius.
Embraer Legacy from Luton first, and then Yellow Sox Welling behind that.
Waiting 9 X-ray Julius, Citizens wind 240 degrees 5 knots, max 12.
Shannon currently the longest runway in Ireland. That's why when the Air Corps, soon to be renamed the Irish Air Force, get their new jets, they're likely to be based out of Shannon.
1-2.
6 days, by the way. 6 days until Iceland Air Aurora retirement. The retirement flight is on the 12th.
Right, Germany 767. This is Jeremy 7678 ground, taxi via Sierra and contact ground.
Graham, thank you very much.
Continue taxi via Sierra and 1218, Germany. Building 9 X-ray 040 degrees 5 knots, runway 2 left, clear to land. Right, left, dead, and I'm putting 90 for Dubjet. Range 1 X-ray Alpha, continue approach for runway 28 left to number 2, Citizens wind 250 degrees 5. Continue.
May. Sorry. Vueling from Paris, May, the Iceland Air Aurora livery retire completely out of service. So they're currently selling flights for the 12th of October for the retirement flights. There's going to be a scenic flight around Iceland. 12th of October, sorry. I think I said November. I don't know. You know what I mean. Something similar to what Condor are doing with their 757s. They're selling retirement flight tickets.
X-ray Julius, I take Sierra 5, continue right Sierra. Sierra 5, right Sierra, willing and 9 inch Julius.
OMG, correct. The IAG order of 25 MAX 8s with the option of 25 MAX 10s when they're certified have been assigned to Vueling. Kiarka, my understanding, I don't know, I believe the Air Corps have settled on the Saab as their jet of choice. However, Baldonnel runway deemed not suitable, so it's likely that they're going to be based out of Shannon. Eurowings from Dusseldorf next. There's something loud overhead, but unfortunately cloud has moved in. Behind Eurowings is our Emirates. Philip, welcome to the Spotters Club. I know there's a lot of new people that are in the Spotters Club very recently. Don't forget, folks, there is a Discord group. The link is in your perks on YouTube to be able to join the Discord group, where you get to post your own stuff and see what everyone else is posting as well. My favourite kind of reversers.
Vacate Sierra 5, right Sierra.
Vacate Sierra 5, right Sierra, you're 20 Sierra 5.
Going 1X3 officer, right Sierra, contact Sierra. Average 161, still between 240 to take off. Wait left here now.
EK 161 from Dubai, 777-300 landings and takeoff says we need more. There was talk for a while of a business group looking to establish a second East Coast international airport in and around Arklow, believe it or not. Don't think it ever got off the ground though. I believe they're still exploring it.
Right there, 26 Victor, fully established now, approaching 6 miles, 28 left. Ghana 26 Victor, good afternoon. Wind is 250 degrees at 10 knots. Continue approach.
Continue approach, Ryanair 26, Victor Victor.
Emirates 161, Paquet, Sierra 5, taxi right on Sierra.
Sierra 5, Sierra to the right, Emirates 161.
Then 26 Victor Victor, wind is 250 degrees at 8 knots, maximum 13 knots. Runway 2 left, 6 left.
Turn out to and Ryanair 26.
Emirates 161, contact us, 11, that's right, good day.
Tower, hello, Ryanair 28, Quebec Alpha, ILS 116.
Ryanair 78 Quebec Alpha, good afternoon, continue approach, wind is 250 degrees at 5 knots, maximum 13 knots.
Continue right, Quebec Alpha.
Mark saying, was it not Waterford that was to be expanded? So it was a private group, Mark, that bought this massive parcel of land out around near Arklow, and they were proposing that it could be the second international airport for the East Coast, and a lot of the European traffic could go there and leave Dublin for the heavy transatlantic and long haul stuff. But again, it was a private business group. It wasn't like a government action plan like the likes of Waterford is. Greg, yep. There's no... the only legislation really in relation to ATC here is that you're not to be broadcasting illegally. So, listening in isn't a problem.
Ryanair 78 Quebec Alpha, wind is 240 degrees at 6 knots, maximum 13 knots. Runway 2 left, please run.
Runway 2 left, clear to left, Ryanair 78 Quebec Alpha.
Yeah, so the 300 ER is the extended range. There's the 200, which is what we see AA bringing in. The 200, obviously different engines as well. They would have the Rolls-Royce Trent engines, whereas the 300 ER has the GE90 engines. General Electric. This Ryanair from Kaunas.
Good afternoon, continue approach, wind is 230 degrees at 7 knots. Ryanair 78 Quebec Alpha, vacate Sierra 5, taxi right on Sierra, remain this frequency.
Sierra 5, Sierra and this frequency, Ryanair.
Patricia, welcome.
Good afternoon, come to approach. Wind is 230 on the basis.
So, Greg, the main difference is in England there is specific legislation preventing the broadcast or basically allowing, believe it or not, I don't think you're actually even allowed to listen to it legally, but that's overlooked. But broadcasting, they take a dim view of that. In Ireland, the legislation only states that you cannot interfere with it or broadcast on any of the frequencies without a license. It doesn't mention the use of it during a stream or a TV production or anything like that. Hence why the website liveatc.net are able to broadcast the Irish frequencies. They only broadcast the frequencies where it's legal to do so in the countries they're broadcasting.
Section 544 Papa Packet, Sierra 4, taxi right on Sierra. Sierra 4, Sierra, fraction 544 Papa. Chest on 3, Nari Victor, wind is 240 on the breeze at 7 knots, maximum 13 knots. Runway to left, clear to west. Clear left, clear left. Fraction 544 Papa, contact land south, 121, that's white, bye-bye. 121 is fraction 544 Papa.
Good day, Ryanair 331, submission localizer 3 left.
And 3312, good afternoon, continue approach.
You can just see
degrees at 7 knots.
coming out of the oil breather there, the little condensation on the side of the engine. You could see when the breeze caught it there. Oil breather pipes on both engines. Normally when the weather's colder we get a great view of them down here at Sierra 5. Froggy put its glasses on. Looks like Johnny 5 now, look. Farmer, welcome. ATR from Liverpool.
Chest on 3 Nara Victor, vacate Sierra 4, taxi right on Sierra. Sierra 4 right on Sierra, Jamestown 3 Nara Victor.
May, it's great, and you know yourself, the community is great as well. There's a lot of knowledge there amongst everyone that's watching, and they all participate and help answer questions that people might have, so thank you for that.
Jamestown 3 Nara Victor, contact land south, 121, that's white. Ground 118, Jamestown 3 Nara Victor.
Ryanair from Bergamo next to land.
Sorry, good morning, Ryanair 9 from X-ray, establish the left base, left 5 on. Ryanair 9 from X-ray, tower, good afternoon.
Caroline, welcome back.
Approach is number 2, wind is 240 degrees at 5 knots, maximum 10 knots. The approach line is set by 9 from X-ray. Ryanair 3312, okay, Sierra 5, taxi right on Sierra. Ryanair 9 U from X-ray, wind is 240 off the base at 6 knots, runway 28 left, please left.
Laura Coyle, welcome. And Noosh, hello to you. Ryanair from Stansted. He went off to have his Tom Cruise moment, racing the Ryanair.
Ryanair 9 U from X-ray, taxi right on Sierra and contact ground 11.5, bye-bye. Contact Delta Romeo 240 right,
No split winglets. Oh look, a plane. Sorry, Adrian. Another 321 Neo from Paris, EILRE.
Shark 65 Whiskey Tower, good afternoon, continue approach, wind is 250 degrees at 7.
Just need a tractor and an Antonov for a full house now. What about 747? Huh?
Shark 5 Delta Romeo, vacate Sierra 5, taxi right on Sierra, wind vacated, contact ground 11.5. Sierra 5, Sierra 118, Shark 5 Delta Romeo, bye.
Laters, Len.
Shark 65 Whiskey, wind is 240 degrees at 5 knots, maximum 12 knots. Runway 28 left, clear to it. Advance to it, Ash 26, that's it.
Unless one went by in the back of a truck, Ruby, no. Aer Lingus from Frankfurt. See through the engine, look.
Tank 65 Whiskey, vacate Sierra 5, right on Sierra, when vacated, contact ground 11, wait, bye-bye. Sierra 5, Sierra 118, so much, 65.
Ivan, watching from Monaghan. Weather is good for flights? Absolutely. Whistling. Turning into me Granda. Granda used to do that. Dare just turned to go up the coast. Oh, I see it there, yeah. So it was inbound from Zurich and they abandoned their approach and are now back out over the Irish Sea for whatever reason. Lufthansa from Frankfurt will be next to land. Well, Carker, that's a load of horse shot. I mean, yeah. You know what I mean.
Lufthansa 6 November Whiskey, good afternoon. Surface wind is 250 degrees at 5 knots.
Old man Dubjet. Yeah. Yeah. If I start bringing a washable hanky with me everywhere, we're all in trouble. So this is LH978 Lufthansa from Frankfurt, registration DAIZA, D-A-I-Z-A. We'll soon be forgetting why I turned up to the airport in Speedos.
Ryanair 58 Alpha, good afternoon. Continue approach. Wind is 260 degrees at 6 knots. Lufthansa 6 November Whiskey, vacate 05, taxi right on 0.
Chris in Navan, welcome.
All right, 559, pushing right to left, 9 miles out. Standard 559, good afternoon, continue approach, number 2. Continue approach, number 2, Ryanair. Ryanair 58 Alpha, wind is 250 degrees at 6 knots, runway quick left.
Looks like Swiss, possibly. Just by the font on the front and the red tail, or possibly Turkish. Blue Islands ATR from Jersey. May. We'll see how it goes. Obviously, I did plan on going for Malaga and far away, but with herself homesick now, I don't want to leave her there all day. We'll see how close the 330s are after the Qatar and make our decision from there.
Ryanair 58 Alpha, vacate 04, taxi right on 0.
So that was Swiss San Fran to Zurich. Thank you, Adrian. When it was raining when I arrived yesterday, I actually questioned why I was there in the rain. You get those days, Adrian. Like, it is a horrible feeling getting set up in the rain or taking down the gear. I said this to Vision Thing in the Discord. There's nothing worse than trying to set up in the rain or take apart the gear in the rain, because that's the time when you're moving everything, that anything can get damaged or water can get in. When it's fully set up and it rains, that I have everything already done, not a problem because we're waterproof. But yeah, taking things apart or putting it together in the rain is not a pleasant experience. That's the Swiss again. FR 559 from Manchester next. Mate, not a problem. Home first, always. General rule of thumb: family before planes, unless it's a 747 or an Antonov.
Stand 559 up, okay, 05, taxi right on 0. Here, right, 559. Shalom 34 Juliet, Surface 12303, 5 knots, maximum 11 knots. Runway 28 left, clear to left. Your last train then, Sherman.
So this is Aer Lingus from Zurich that abandoned their first approach. There's a 330 from Seattle behind us.
Good afternoon, continue approach. Wind is 230 degrees at 7 knots.
John said, worst I've spotted him was Saturday, and then I got home and the rain stopped. But like, I really enjoyed Friday evening here, but it was a battle in the wind, keeping balance, trying to control the camera, and it does drain you. I know it sounds mad, but especially on these pillars, making sure you don't end up on the floor. John, did he manage to repair the equipment?
Shalom 952, wind is 240 degrees at 7 knots, runway 28 left, clear to left. Clear left, Shalom 952.
Martin, welcome back. That'll do it, Matt. That'll do it, all right. My preferred location for Friday would have been the Mound, but then we wouldn't have got the views we got, and there was already 2 people there, so I said I'd come over this side, and I did manage to, like, had I not been able to get the strap under the pillar to hold the tripod down, we probably wouldn't have had a stream, but thankfully we managed to get it secured that it meant it wasn't going to go anywhere.
Sierra 5, taxi right on Sierra.
Sierra 5, right on Sierra, Summer manifest.
Summer 5, Whiskey Golf, wind is 250 on the base at 7 knots, runway 28 left, please left.
Runway 28 left, Summer 5 is 0.
Summer manifest, contact us, 11.5, correct.
Yeah, John, obviously I've covered landings here during some mad weather, but there was something about that. I know it wasn't as a powerful storm as Eowyn or anything like that, but there was just something about that wind on Friday. You could see when I was here, especially when there was really strong gusts, I couldn't keep the camera on the plane, even with it strapped down. And I've been up here in strong gusts before, but nothing like that.
Sedno 66 Yankee, good afternoon, continue approach, wind is 240 degrees at 7 knots.
Aer Lingus 320 Neo from Barcelona next. Landing on the wingtip of a 330.
Whiskey Golf, okay, Sierra 5, taxi right on Sierra.
Okay, Sierra 5, right Sierra, Shamrock 5.
Graham, chat soon. And yep, thank you to the mods and yourself.
Sedno 66 Yankee, wind is 220 degrees at 8 knots, runway 28 left, please run.
28 left.
Angela, afternoon. Norwegian from Copenhagen.
We're SG14 from runway 16, enter runway 28 left, listen out and report vacating traffic at 10 miles. 116, enter 28 left, listen out, report vacating traffic. No, Shamrock 3 Golf, straight left 9 miles. Shamrock 3 Echo Golf Tower, good afternoon. Continue approach, your number 1 now, runway inspection in progress, wind is 220 degrees at 8 knots. Yes.
may have chanced the cable too much there. Let me know that we're still there. Was directly overhead.
Shermack 3 Echo Golf, wind 230 degrees 8 knots, runway 28 left, clear to land. Good land, clear left, Shermack 3 Echo Golf.
Still here. Okie dokie.
In that case, we'll try again.
But John, those are the days where you need just everything to go. Like I said previously, live streaming like the way we do it is controlled chaos. And on those days you just need everything to go perfectly, because if one thing goes wrong, it's just a chain reaction. Like, yes, television stations and all them kind of things do live broadcasting, but they like have a production team behind them and state-of-the-art equipment. The way we do it is obviously a little bit simpler, but it's usually a 1 or 2 person operation, and it's not easy. Especially, you're working the camera, you're watching the chat, you're making sure everything is still working connection wise, your encoder is working, YouTube is receiving everything. There's just so many things in the chain that can break you. OMG, chat soon. We have a funky UFO cloud in front of us here, look at this.
Shermack 3 Echo Golf, continue right to Sierra, contact 121-1, flight. Ground,
So, EIXLR, one of the 4 XLRs, 5 XLRs now, 5? Or 4. Operated by Aer Lingus, running a gemstone flight inbound from Edinburgh next. All the way out here. It's mad that it'll focus on something at 30,000 feet but won't focus at something 6 miles away. Anka, welcome back. Donald in North Carolina, welcome. Yeah, John, there's an area of high pressure to establish over Ireland and the UK for the next 7 days or so after tomorrow, so it's going to be fair weather for at least a week, hopefully. Mike, congrats on 3 months in the Spotters Club.
Good morning. Good afternoon. Shamrock 43 Romeo, runway 28 left. Shamrock 43 Romeo, Tower, good afternoon. Continue approach number 1, wind is 220 degrees, 11 knots, gusting 20. Continue.
So, we're gusting 20 knots. Yeah. KLM Wookie, 2 out. Iceland Air Max 8. Aer Lingus from Milan and Heathrow. Qatar just over Blackpool.
Shamrock 43 Romeo, 230 degrees, 10 knots, gusting 20, runway 28 left, clear to land. And 28 left, Shamrock 43 Romeo.
Franks, my understanding is obviously 320 up to 321 Neo and XLR, they're all type rated on them. I don't think they have a shared type rating with the 330. That's not saying that the pilots aren't all type rated. Someone within the EI operation would best be able to answer that for you. But I know from 320 up to the 321 Neos, they were all shared. I don't know whether that's, I presume that's the case with the XLR. There was no recertification required. EI433 next from Milan. Adrian saying the 757 was off to Washington. Out for a spin before he goes ploughing the field. Yeah, temperatures are to get up to 19 or 20 degrees today, which is great. There's a chance of some rain showers tomorrow, but then, like I said, high pressure for the rest of the week means it should be fairly dry, at least. Which is good, because I think my grass needs one more doing before the proper autumn-winter weather hits. Franks, what version of the 330 did you use? The headwind?
Romeo, continue right on Sierra, contact 121 decimal 8, bye.
Turn Sierra 218, channel 40.
Hello, good message. KLM 63 Whiskey Tower, good afternoon. Service wind is 2303 feet, 20 from 828
Freddie, welcome back. So Carca saying 318 up to 321 is common type rating, so you can operate them all, which is great for Aer Lingus because that means their pilots can jump between the majority of the fleet. The INI builds, oh, you're on Flight Sim 24, so I don't think the INI builds is available for 20. KLM Wookie next from Amsterdam. We're overdue a Wookie.
Then 6-3 whiskey, continue right Sierra, contact 121 decimal. Bye-bye. Good right, 28, Brian Galen, 6-3 whiskey. Shamrock 159, wind is 230 degrees, 7 knots, Dublin 18, runway 28 left, clear to land. Clear to land, 28 left.
Do it.
Hi, Air 418 Tower, good afternoon. You approach the number 2, 7 knots, 14. Continue.
Well, I think we can all agree that was a Wookiee. Max 8 Iceland Air next from Keflavik. Will we make it in time? Yes, just. That's not. Oh, it's the Heathrow. Aer Lingus, sorry. Katie, thank you for being here. We'll chat to you again soon. Last day of harvest and rain due tonight, so need to get it done. Oh yeah, race against time.
Shamrock 159, continue right Sierra, contact 121 decimal 8, bye-bye. Sierra 118, Shamrock 159, bye. Ice Air 418, wind is 230 degrees, 8 knots, gusting 14, runway 28 left, clear to land. Clear to land, go in left, Ice Air 418.
John in New Hampshire. Afternoon to you. Morning for you, I imagine.
Turn right on Sierra, contact 121 decimal 8, right. Right on Sierra 121, that's 5, I support 1.
23 Charlie X-ray, full established, ILS 28 left, 6 miles. Gemstone 23 Charlie X-ray Tower, good afternoon. Wind
So
210
ATR next
runway
from
28
Glasgow,
left, land 28 left,
and then
3 Charlie.
6-minute gap to the Qatar 777, followed by Pegasus. If the situation doesn't improve after that, Pegasus may be our last. Like I said, I don't want to. I have a request for meds to be bought on the way home, so I don't want to leave her waiting. Despite the fact that I already have. Just watching the planes. John says, Dublin Airport, nice place to land, very friendly and helpful people. Ireland is a lovely country, stayed in Galway for 10 days in June. Nice. Hope you enjoyed it, like I said. Leave the camera there pointing at the runway, get the meds, deliver them, return, carry on. Yeah. See, I get away with what I get away with because herself works Monday to Friday, 9 to 6. So once I'm always back before 6, it's like I was never gone. Shh, it's a secret.
Charlie X-ray, vacate Sierra 4 Sierra and contact 121.8, bye-bye. Sierra 4 Sierra, go 121.8, just to 23 Charlie X-ray, see ya.
ERB, those are rookie numbers compared to what we normally do. Feel like Dean. I'm joking, Dean, by the way. Sorry. We'll hear them call about 9 miles out at that point now. They've just joined the ILS. Yeah, but Adrian, I think I was watching, you were faced with an extremely large gap in traffic that we'd normally only see during winter season. So you didn't really have a choice. Just whatever way the delays were working, it left you with nothing to see. Waspy, don't go in my ear. May instrument landing system is basically a radio frequency that the aircraft locks onto.
Qatar 1 Quebec Tower, good afternoon. Surface wind is 210 degrees, 8 knots. Runway 28 left, clear to land.
So it's a frequency the aircraft locks onto, usually about the 10-mile mark before the runway, and it controls the descent of the aircraft, called the glide scope. Basically guides it down in a controlled fashion, usually around 3 degrees descent rate, degree even. When we're over on the mound location, you do see the 2 pillars with what looks like the radar bars on it. That's the ILS, basically. So up to a certain point on their approach, the descent is managed by the autopilot. They can choose to land, auto land if they want. It will do it for them. But the majority of pilots, as we hear here, will turn it off, usually around 2,000, sometimes 1,000 feet, and fly it themselves. But the system is there to guide it all the way down to the ground, should they so wish.
Tower Sunset 115 with 7. Good afternoon, South Shed is witnessed. Suntark 1157 Tower, good afternoon. Continue approach, your number 1 now. Wind is 220 degrees, 8 knots. All copies, continue approach, Suntark 1157.
Right, one back right here, contact 121 decimal 8, bye-bye.
218, very good theory there, you go into the beginning.
Contact 157, very, very 10 knots, great left. Now it's good, let's get there, contact 157.
So as they came in there, we panned past one of the ILS towers. You'll see it now in a second. We do get a good view of it from the mound when we're over there. It's that red and white tower that they go by. There you go. So you see that has a number of radar bars on it almost. Basically, it feeds a permanent radio signal to the autopilot of the aircraft, giving it its descent rate and basically instructions of pitch down, pitch up. It controls the autopilot until such time as they turn it off themselves to hand fly, or like I said, a lot of modern aircraft have an auto land feature which they can leave on, and the plane will basically land, flare and brake all by itself, usually used in very bad weather where there's low visibility. But every now and then they do have to do auto land procedure just to make sure that the auto land maintains its calibration on the aircraft. But it's primarily for very low visibility. So there's a feature, and you've heard it mentioned before, there's a set of lights called PAPI lights which basically show the approaching pilots whether they're at the right altitude or not on the way into the runway. But when you have low visibility, they can't see them. That's where the auto land comes in, and it does it by itself. So Pegasus from Istanbul, and then unfortunately folks, I am going to have to go. I'll make it up to you Wednesday. I will be here Wednesday this week. Correct. So normal flying, particularly on an Airbus, you'll only have one autopilot active, either AP1 or 2, depending on who's pressing the button, captain or first officer. But for auto land, they'll press both buttons and the aircraft will do everything itself, including the flare, and then they'll set their auto brake level that they want. And the only thing they really have to do once they land is keep the aircraft straight with the rudder pedals. Greg, so because I'm on shift rotation, my days off are different every week, but where I can, I will always stream on a Monday, Wednesday or Friday. This week, Monday and Wednesday. I keep meaning to put up a section in the Discord group where I'll say what days I'm going to plan on doing this week. At least then people will know in advance instead of me. Now, I normally schedule 24 hours in advance anyway, so if you have your notifications on, you should get it then. Right, with nothing else inbound at the moment, that's me, folks. Thank you to everyone that's been here. If you haven't, please do press the like button. It does help immensely. And we'll probably aim, weather allowing, for departures on Wednesday. We'll use the roof of the van, cover the north runway takeoffs. So maybe a little bit of a later start around midday, and we'll go till 5 in the evening, 6 in the evening for the 3:30s departing transatlantic. I showed you the one far away. Here's the one on the other side. So this is for landing on reverse ops. That's the ILS tower there, look. So it has the 3 little radar pieces on it. And that's what calculates the aircraft's descent and approach rate. Anyway. Enough useless info with Paul. Folks, thank you very much. Mods, as always, much appreciated. And yeah, see you Wednesday.